Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my final season end ladder push with 3.0 Xbow cycle. As you guys can see, I'm at 2336 medals, top 2.5k in the world with just over a day left in the season, so it is Sunday right now. Playing with 3.0 Xbow cycle, going to be going for some games. Going to be going for at least top 1.5k, so probably 2500 medals or above. I'll see how I actually go though. But found our first match against a Japanese player. Going to good luck. Also, I am like pretty sick right now. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to tell by my voice, but hopefully it should be fine. Okay, we do see a lava hound in the back, so I'm going to go for a knight in front of the archer on the right, I think, because my cycle is really messed up, and I kind of have to fix it, so I don't just want to go knight into the lava hound. I think this is going to be better because it'll force a response out. We do force the tombstone out, so that's just, you know, forcing a 3 for 3, whereas if I went knight same lane, it wouldn't have contributed anything to the lava hound push in terms of my defense of it, and then I also probably wouldn't have been able to defend very well, but instead I was, you know, able to force stuff out. I can just go for a fireball here on everything. Perfect fireball, hit every lava pup, so kind of got starting handed by a lava hound, because no Xbow cycle and I split archers. Pretty unfortunate, but I was able to come out on top just with that nice pressure opposite lane. Nice idea there to fix my cycle. Gonna split archers again, because this time if he goes lava hound, I can actually Xbow, so it shouldn't be that bad. And he also doesn't have tombstone in cycle. He's actually just leaking, so I'm gonna go in. Goes for split archers the back. I actually find it kind of crazy how archers are so broken right now that people are playing archers in lava hound. But anyway, just gonna go for a Tesla at the bridge and then Ice Spirit to hold the balloon in place and make sure my Xbow stays alive. Nice, balloon actually doesn't get a hit. Gonna log the archer back as well, just to get even more damage. And that was really nice. So that Tesla play is really weird, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are maybe confused about it, or, I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. Like, it's against Lava Hound, why would you Xbow Tesla? Like, I also frequently say don't Xbow Tesla at the bridge in a lot of situations. A lot of people think it's a good play, it's not, but in the situation it was because I wanted to get a huge lock, and his Lava Hound wasn't in cycle, so I'm not really going to get punished right away for it. As you guys can see, Xbow's a very fast cycle deck, at least this version is, so I'm already back to a Tesla in one card, so I also was able to just force out the fireball with my archers. So I was pretty much just able to get back to a Tesla pretty easily for that defense. Just going to go for a knight to protect the tower from the lava pups that are about to spawn. And then as you guys can see, back to a new pair of archers. This is a pretty common trend in the lava hound matchup as well, where, oh, he has arrows too, actually. Gonna go for a Tesla. Okay, wow, I actually did not kite the balloon. That's really bad. I'm gonna fireball it away. That's a pretty bad mistake. I'm gonna take an extra balloon hit for it unnecessarily. Yeah, should still be fine, because I can go in right now, and since it is closer to double elixir, or rather to overtime, I can just defend this Xbow. Nice knight, caught the archers. That's going to be a lock, and that's going to be tower down, unless he goes balloon on it, in which case the lava hound's not going to go anywhere. Also going to go for archers super high up so he can't fireball them. Yep, he has to go balloon on the Xbow. Perfect. I can pretty much just ignore the balloon, and then just Ice Spirit it to hold it in place. Skeletons to protect my tower from the lava pups. I really can't afford to take much damage right now at all, because my tower's so low. Gonna go in again, and this should be the lock that does it, I think, because he doesn't really have anything on cycle. Yep, so he has fireball arrows. He has no way of resetting my Xbow, so that's pretty much going to be a good game. Really nice win against Lava Hound. Bit rocky, but I was able to get all the, you know, main fundamental stuff done. I was able to get the nice win. So nice first match to start the video out. Let's keep it going. Alright guys, found our game against Prodigy. Let's see what he wants to be running. Telegram in his description of his clan. Actually, or his clan name rather. That's actually interesting because Telegram is like this messaging app, and I actually just got it like a couple of weeks ago. It's been so fun actually. Like, they have really good stickers, and they have really cool emojis, and just a lot of cool features. So I should have probably used it sooner, but basically because in my boot camp, a bunch of my friends told me about it, and I actually decided to get it, and it's actually really cool. So yeah, it's just really cool. I like it. So that's what his clan name reminded me of. We see Ice Golem, Golden Knight, Royal Ghost. Going to be 3 Musketeers. I don't know why I couldn't get my words out there, but okay, he actually goes for super early 3 Musketeers. I think I'm probably just going to try and fireball the right side, because that would just be the easiest way to defend it. You know, just 4 for 6 plus 2. Because technically 3 Musketeers, each Musketeer is worth 3 Elixir. So yeah, just 4 for 6 on the right, and that way I was able to just defend the left side push perfectly, not taking any chip at all. So really nice stuff. So I've gotten really good at this matchup recently, I'd say. Like, I do still lose it occasionally, but I win majority of the time, because it is a decent matchup for Xbow. Right now, I'm going to go for an Xbow, yeah, because he has a pump. I had a feeling he was about to pump, and he just went in. So he should be in a pretty bad spot right here. Goes Ice Golem. So this is the annoying part. They can probably actually defend the Xbow. Yeah, because if you guys didn't know, Ice Golem tanks 29% of an Xbow's HP. I actually did the math. Yeah, I'm going to have to let this go, unfortunately, because I just don't have a Knight in cycle. You guys have to definitely recognize when to let Xbows die, and a big part of that is actually comes into cycle, because right there you had a golden knight plus a ghost. I did not have a knight in cycle, which is like my best counter to both of those, so since I didn't have the knight, I had to let the Xbow die, because if I went archers, it would just die to the golden knight dash. Would have been a waste of 3 elixir. I would have been down more elixir than I already am after that pump, so I just would have been screwed. So yeah, just gonna fireball this pump now. I unfortunately did try and make something happen with the first Xbow. Didn't work out, but it's fine. As long as you let the Xbow die, you should be okay. Gonna prediction defensive Xbow on his Musketeers. Nice, perfect play. Actually did get the correct side as well. He went 2 on the right, so perfect stuff there. What I love to do in this matchup is be pretty wary of my archers as well. Nice, Xbow does lock on to the muskies, so now I can stack archers in the right if I need to, but I'm going to try and wait for him to go for the dash and then stack archers. So there are only 2 ways around a golden knight with archers. Number 1 is not playing them, which is actually something I started doing a lot. Like if they have a golden knight down, I just don't play them in the same lane at all. The other way is wait for them to dash and then go stacked archers, which I did just now, of course. It was really nice. But you do have to be pretty careful. Nice, again, prediction defensive Xbow worked out. As I said, I've played this matchup a lot. I'm pretty comfortable with it now. At this point, pretty familiar, so yeah, just, you know, getting pretty good plays in. Gonna go skeletons, and again, he goes for the golden knight. I'm gonna fireball the 2 muskies in the left. Kind of accepted the fact that the golden knight's gonna dash, and heal spirit's gonna be really annoying too. I really hate that card, but should still be fine. As you guys can see, stacked archers placed perfectly, walking up in time to help defend. I do take some chip, but this really isn't problematic because I can definitely come back even if I'm down, because they have no direct damage at all. So as long as you don't take a golden knight dash in this matchup, you can pretty much not take any tower damage the whole time. Again, 3 musketeers coming down. I think I'm going to try and fireball these instead of defensive Xbowing this time, just because I'm already so close. Yeah, just going to go for the log fireball, get some free tower damage, why not, and then that's just going to be, you know, really easy defense. He goes golden knight in front, which is a terrible golden knight because he assumed that there would be musketeers to protect, which would have been a good golden knight, but I fireball logged them. You know, I switched things up instead of defensive Xbowing. That's another thing sometimes with 3.0 Xbow cycle. You really want to switch things up instead of doing the same thing over and over again, because just being dynamic like that, you know, keeps you unpredictable, and it probably will help you out. So that fireball log play was just a nice little example of that. Gonna fireball the 2 muskies in the left again. Don't even need to log them, not that I have it in cycle anyways. And then just gonna go skeletons. Gonna log the musketeer back, and then this should actually be a dead musketeer because of the skeletons. Yep. Gonna defense Xbow again, and this is a bit risky because the golden knight dash will actually dash from the Xbow to my right side tower, but should be okay. Goes for a ghost. I want to try and control this golden knight dash to try and make it not jump if I can. Gonna probably try and fireball the musketeers and the golden knight. Nice, and as you guys can see, I actually did protect and control the golden knight very well, to the point where it did not dash anywhere near my Xbow in the right. Not going to Xbow with this set of archers. I know he's going to predict it, so just going to go Ice Spirit. Might as well just be patient and just defend perfectly, not take any more chip, and then I can just fireball him at the end. So even though this game looks pretty close, it's really not, as long as I don't take any damage from the golden knight dash on my tower, which I'm going to make sure I don't, because I'm pretty good at controlling it now. Like, I really hate the card, so, you know, I've put a lot of time into practicing against it and making sure I don't get screwed over by it. Going to Tesla anti-golden knight placement in case he tries to dash, and then just going to fireball the tower, as I said at the very end. Even though it looks pretty close, like, this game was not close at all, because I was pretty much in control the rest of the overtime duration. So really nice win against 3 Musketeers, pretty much exactly how you want to play the matchup. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Just play defensive. Defensive Expos are your friend in this matchup. I struggled with it a lot, but I've gotten better at it. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys with that matchup. Alright, into our next match against Amar. We are 1 win away from 2,400 breaking into there. So looking pretty good, getting closer to my goal, 2,500 plus, you know, top 1.5k. I'm going to give them the good luck back. Also, I forgot to say, but I don't think I can really play that much this season end because I'm so busy with my project. Also, I'm like really sick and I'm just kind of out of it, so definitely have a lot more important things to do. Goes for a set of arrows, going to nice reaction time. But yeah, I really have, my project deadline is in like a week. It's next Sunday, so I really need to focus on that for school, and I'm extremely busy. Like, you guys can probably tell by my upload schedule, like every, you know, 3-4 days at this point, like I just don't upload very much. So yeah, I've been really busy and I really need to focus on that. I think like after my project is done, I can probably like post a bit more, at least until my project 3 starts, which is going to be very soon after. So, you know, very intense boot camp. But yeah, I'm definitely you know, prioritizing that, which I don't really enjoy at like all the time because, you know, it's very stressful, and I also love making videos, so it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm just focusing on what's important here. Gonna Ice Spirit for the holding the balloon in place. Terrible set of arrows because they didn't even get the balloon to get death damage on the tower, so yeah, that was good of an Ice Spirit though. That's a good preemptive Ice Spirit because it did allow the balloon to, you know, just chill. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's like 3:50 in the afternoon for me right now, so I am probably just gonna try and get my goal done, you know, 2500. Then I do have to do a lot of other stuff, like mainly my project work, so yeah, that is going to be my focus for the next coming week probably. So I know there's like a big update coming and everything, but I don't know how like many videos I'll make right away because my project is way more important, but I'll obviously try and catch up on stuff later. Okay, this is going to be kind of tough with this Mega Knight mini P.E.K.K.A push. Gonna Ice Spirit, does not jump. Okay, I'm kind of screwed here, but really good archers actually, if you guys think about it, because, and really good skeletons as well. Actually didn't take any mini P.E.K.K.A hits. I was somehow able to survive. That looked really bad for a second because my cycle was messed up. No knight, second knight for the Mega Knight mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm gonna Expo actually because no Mega Knight in cycle, why not, right? And this should be a decent lock. Gonna log the Skarmy in the right and make sure I get a lock because I need it. He goes for Skarmy, gonna fireball it, and then Ice Spirit for the Inferno Dragon. Actually, you hold this lock. Goes for Ewis, and I have to let the Expo die because I can't kill that without a fireball. Just gonna archers to, you know, like mitigate as much damage as I can, you know, accept my losses. That's the big thing about Expo, as I said in the other match as well. Knowing when to let an Expo die, again, it is very dependent on Elixir and your cycle. So it's not something that you can just, like, I get a lot of questions like, when do you do this? Like, when are you supposed to let an Expo die? You know, how are you supposed to defend this, whatever? And the answer is always like, it's objective, or it's subjective. Like, it depends on the situation. Like, it depends on your card cycle, it depends on your Elixir. But I guess some general rules: number one, if you're down Elixir, probably don't overcommit to an Expo. And then number two, if you have a bad cycle, probably don't try and over-defend your Expo. But if you have like a good cycle, okay, speaking of that, that was a terrible fireball. Completely missed the E-Wiz, but I guess I'm just fireball cycling. I think at this point I'm just going to defensive Expo and just chill because, like, okay, he has Mega Knight Mirror Balloon. We're going to have to defend a double Mega Knight push right now. So going to go stacked archers, go for a Knight Edge. Really doesn't bother me at all, like double Mega Knights. I know a lot of people hate Mega Knight, but it's really like not a big deal in my opinion. Getting it back to a new pair of archers, as you guys can see, that was pretty easy to defend. He doesn't have arrows for these new set of archers. I didn't take any damage from the Mega Knights or from the balloon. I'm not even down Elixir either because he's... Yeah, I'm not even down Elixir, so that was like really good. Just gonna defensive Expo. He's going in again for another Mega Knight push. Probably gonna mirror it in front. I wouldn't be surprised, but again, I'm not really worried about it at all. Okay, goes for a Skarmy instead. Gonna go Knight plus Skeletons. I love this play, separating the high damage dealer from the tank. So Knight for the Mega Knight, Skeletons for the mini P.E.K.K.A. Pretty much very common trend. Gonna offensive Expo just because I have a defensive Expo alive right now. Not anymore, but it was. Gonna fireball the balloon back just to try and get a small lock if I can. Okay, what I should have done actually was fireballed the balloon plus the E-Wiz, because it would have pushed the balloon into my Expo, but by pushing the balloon back, I completely missed the E-Wiz, and that just screwed me more. Again, Mega Knights come down. This really doesn't bother me at all. I'm just gonna have to get back to another Knight. Just gonna, you know, pretty peacefully cycle back to another Knight, and he just protect my Tesla, make sure I do that, and then Skeletons protect my Tesla once more. And that was a pretty easy defense, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people hate Mega Knight, but to me it's really easy to defend, like, honestly speaking. Anyways, just gonna go for a Knight, stacked archers for the Mega Knight again. Gonna fireball all of that because that's a lot of fireball value. And at this point I just have to worry about defense. Like, Expo is a deck where you can be very patient. You can literally just wait until the last possible minute, until tiebreaker. You don't have to get a lock. Like, I got locks early on, then I recognized, you know, he's just gonna spam Mega Knight, mirror Mega Knight the whole game. No point going Expo into that. So yeah, he's spamming Goblin Laugh. I guess he's upset that his Mega Knight, mirror Mega Knight, you know, 10,000 IQ strategy didn't work out, but news for him, it really doesn't work out. So yeah, I guess he can be upset all he wants, doesn't really change the outcome. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice win. That's gonna be 2,400 medals though. Really nice stuff. Gonna be breaking into the top 2K, which is really nice. I would like to get top 1.5K, I think, though. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the push going. Alright guys, found another match against R Addo. I think this is a pretty good clan. I'm not sure what the R stands for, but I've seen like this clan a lot, and these people are usually decent, so should be an interesting match. Goes for an Ice Spirit for my Ice Spirit, so another cycle matchup possibly. Just gonna log. Goes for a Mortar, gonna Tesla ASAP for the Mortar. Usually the first Mortar you can Tesla because they're not gonna bother predicting with it, but any subsequent Mortars you're probably gonna have to, you know, start getting ready to like catch their predictions. Goes for a log, and then Mighty Miner. Okay, it's gonna be Mortar. Cycle. Oh, Earthquake. Okay, so it's probably going to be Mortar Hog then. Goes Archers. Definitely going to let this Expo go. unfortunately. And then I think I can go Skeletons, Ice Spirit for the Archers. Gonna go Skeletons to take the Archers first, and then Ice Spirit. Okay, didn't work out, because Archers are so broken right now. But I guess I should have gone Skeletons right on top. I don't know. I just wanted to, like, separate them, I guess. But I also, they weren't both in my hand at the same time, actually. That was another factor. But anyways, just gonna probably log cycle. Actually gonna knight the back, because there's no point log cycling right now. Might as well just build up an advantage. Sadly, gonna have to take that Ice Spirit. Gonna Tesla for the Hog, so it is gonna be Hog Mortar as I suspected, and a lot of people probably are wondering about this matchup as well. You know, Hog, Mighty Miner, Mortar, Earthquake, but it should be a decent matchup in my opinion, as long as I play it really well. It's gonna Expo, just to pressure, goes Mighty, gonna Archers as well, just to start DPSing the Mighty down ASAP. If he goes Archers, I will log them back, and this should be a small lock, gonna Skeletons, and Ice Spirit too for the Archers, and this should be a tiny lock if I played it well. Nice, good play. So really good defense of my Expo, as you guys can see, and in single Elixir, you want to make the most out of, or rather in matchups like these, you want to make the most out of single Elixir. So, you know, Mortar, Earthquake, Hog, Earthquake, sometimes, I guess, not always, because that's a bit different, but, you know, most Mortar decks, like Mighty Miner, Mortar, Hog, Earthquake, and especially Mighty Miner, or especially Miner, Mortar, Poison, you want to make the most. Okay, really aggressive play, goes 11 Elixir at the bridge there. Goes Mortar, Hog, Earthquake. He does get a hit for it, unfortunately for me, but that should be an okay defense I can definitely punish right now, because no Earthquake in cycle, no Hog in cycle, no Mortar in cycle. So a big key in this matchup, as you guys can see, is always go opposite lane. Always go opposite lane, unless you get a huge lock early. I'm going to fireball the Archers just for fun, and then maybe get a small lock and a log Ice Spirit for the Hog. And if I hold it in place and freeze it, I might get a small lock. Nice, okay, good. I get some damage at least. And as you guys can see, constant trend, always opposite lane, because you want to force out Earthquakes in the lane they don't want to go for an Earthquake for. So I don't want to go, if I went in the left, he would just easily Earthquake my Expo. That would be a terrible play. That's why I'm doing it this way. Gonna log the Hog plus Archers back. No lock, sadly, but still, you know, slowly catching up with my log cycle as well. And also, Fireball does do more damage than an Earthquake, so that is a nice saving grace, and I can definitely, like, out-damage him with Fireballs pretty soon. So I'm, you know, this game is pretty, like, even right now, but I would say this is definitely not a bad matchup. And, okay, goes Earthquake on the high Tesla. Nice, good for me, because I just have to make sure to take a Hog hit, and then I can go in. Nice that he went Earthquake on the Tesla and not on my tower. And then I'm going to go in again. Going to Knight for the Mortar. He goes for a Hog, so Knight will help with the Hog as well. Gonna Skeletons, then log the Hog back at the perfect timing, hopefully. Okay, not perfect timing. Took an extra Hog hit, but I do get some damage. That's gonna put me in the lead, so as you guys can see, really nice plays. Just defending well. So two parts of this matchup. Number one is the biggest one is probably damage mitigation. You want to make sure you don't take any damage from their Mortars or their Hogs. Number two is getting a lock and just pressuring opposite even if you don't get a lock. So that's why, you know, I've just been doing this. And I'm going to Fireball the Mighty Miner, because even if he fully defends my Expo, I'm still going to get Fireball damage. Goes for a Hog Earthquake, so that it looks like my Fireball kind of baited him into doing that, which is really good because that was a really bad play. This should be a lock, I hope. Okay, sadly Ice Spirit does jump, but going to Knight to protect my Expo and just, you know, protect it. And I do get another lock. Perfect stuff. So that's pretty much going to be a good game, because there's no way he's going to come back from a 1,000 damage deficit. Going to go for this really fun defense Expo placement. If you guys didn't know about this, it basically is an anti-Earthquake placement, and it hits the Mortar on the left. So one of my friends, Sir David, wins a lot. He's been on the channel before with 2.0 Xbow cycle. He taught me about that placement. It's a really cool placement. And yeah, just gonna defensive Expo now. I don't really care if he, like, about the anti-Earthquake placement, because if he Earthquakes my Expo, I can literally just Fireball his tower back. So, and I don't even need a Tesla to defend this Hog. So I'm actually gonna go in though, just because he just wasted his Earthquake. Might as well, right? He goes Archers up high, but he, again, as you guys can see, I'm forcing him to pick, and also this Tesla placement will kite the Hog out of Expo range. So, you know, even if he Earthquakes it, like, it's not going to do anything for him. Gets one Goblin Stab, but doesn't matter. Actually, my Expo is on tower. That's going to be GG. Really nice win. Pretty much exactly how you want to play this matchup. I know some people wanted to know, so hopefully this helps you guys out as well. Pretty much perfectly played, I would say, like, honestly. And against a pretty good player, too. So that's going to put me 2,460 medals. Let's keep it going, though. Almost top 1.5k. Alright guys, found our match against what looks to be a Japanese player from Twilight Story. Pretty good clan, I like it, so should be in for a fun match here. Gonna Ice Spirit to start things out. Skeletons, and he's not doing anything, so let's see if he's playing like a heavy deck or something. Gonna split Archers, and then if he still doesn't do anything, I'm just gonna Expo with one of my Archers probably, but I would like to see what he has. Okay, Phoenix, gonna Expo opposite just for fun. I love being aggressive early on, so yeah, just, okay, Golden Knight. Gonna Knight as well. Knight Baby Dragon. Oh, okay, so this is looking really bad actually. And that Golden Knight is gonna dash onto everything, because Golden Knight is a broken card. What can I say? Gonna Ice Spirit for the Baby Dragon, though. Maintain this lock, because this is gonna be Golem Lightning, and this is gonna be, as you guys know, like, it's Golem Lightning with Golden Knight Lightning, so it's gonna be a terrible matchup, so I'm gonna have to make the most. Okay, bad Archer's placement, took unnecessary Baby Dragon Splash. That was really bad as well. Should have placed them, like, one more tile to the left, I guess, but I don't really think about exact placements at this point anymore in the game. Like, I would say I've been playing for so long that I just do, like, you know, what feels like the right placement, but I don't, like, I do need to fix it sometimes, obviously. Okay, he goes for a Tombstone. I don't think I want to Fireball. It wouldn't be a good play. Just going to log it, because it is Golem. Like, you can Fireball it if it's, like, Splash Yard, but if it's Golem, then you don't Fireball the Tombstone. At least that's what I do. I do Fireball Tombstone pretty often against Splash Yard, because Fireball Cycle is really annoying for them to deal with. But anyways, Phoenix the back. Just going to get back to my Archers, I think. Don't want to waste a Tesla as well. Okay, I'm going to Tesla now because you want Golden Knight. Don't want to waste Archers into a Golden Knight. Like I said in the 3 Musketeers match, you want to play very selectively and very delicately and carefully against Golden Knight, especially with Archers. Okay, nice Skeletons, wasted the Golden Knight dash, as you guys can see. Going to split Archers, goes for a Golem. I don't think I want to Xbow because I just don't really have a way to defend the Golem while defending my Xbow. Like, my Tesla's about to die. If it was full HP, then I would probably Xbow, but yeah, I have to go back to a second Tesla, so just going to... Actually, do I have to? I might not need to, actually. Wow, I actually think I don't have to, because Archer and Knight are putting in work. I'm going to go in then, and let's see how to defend this. Probably just going to Lightning. Yeah, Barbarian Lightning, as you guys can see. Full counters in Expo, so that's why this matchup is so hard, because there's no way to get a lock if he plays it well. And then he can just Lightning Cycle and triple. Like, honestly, so this is a terrible matchup, but I think the key is going to be offensive Expo at the right time, and probably Elixir counting if I can. Goes Golem. Okay, bad Golem, because that's not going to be an Expo range, so I can probably go in and maybe get something happening here. Let's see. If he doesn't play anything that's going to lock. Okay, nice lock. Going to Archers, and then I could Fireball the Baby Dragon, but I need to defend this Golem, so I'm not going to yet. As I said, you have to be very careful with how much you commit to every Expo. Going to get back to a second Knight for this. Going to let the Baby Dragon lock on in the left because I can afford to take it. You know, my tower is pretty high on HP, so, you know, tower damage is a resource. And then going to split Archers. Going to Fireball the Tombstone now because it's pretty late in the game. It's double Elixir. I think this time I can't afford to just Fireball the Tombstone. Goes Golem. I'm going to Expo opposite just because I want to keep my options open, want to be flexible. I don't want to just let him go in and block my lane. Nice lock, actually. He's letting it lock on somehow, so I wonder if he's going to Lightning or if he's just going to let this go. And I really want to stack Archers here, but I don't think I can just because he has, yeah, Golden Knight. So good thing I didn't, because if I did, they would have just died to the Golden Knight. Gonna go Archers super low now. Okay, nice. I did just avoid the Golden Knight dash, so perfect stuff. Gonna log the Phoenix Egg plus Golden Knight. Actually, flawless defense, guys. Honestly, that was a really clean sequence against Golem overall. And I pretty much won now if I just defend well, because I'm up so much in the right. So really nice stuff. And again, this is like, Expo is a one-lane deck. Like, you usually win in one lane, but you can commit to both lanes and just be flexible with where you can pressure, because you always want to go opposite lane to them. So if they ever end up switching to your lane, it's not a bad idea to try and switch to the other lane too sometimes. Like, I'm usually really, like, I really don't really want to do it, honestly. Like, I'm pretty averse to just switching lanes. And it can feel kind of hard sometimes, but it's definitely worth it because, as you guys can see, I was just able to get a nice lock in the right, and if I just committed to the left and just full defended, who knows, he could have caught up easily with Lightning Cycle. It was only a 600 damage difference, so I do actually get another lock. Wow, really nice lock there. That's going to put his tower down in range of 2 fireballs, but I'm going to make sure I defend this first. Ice Spirit to retarget the Baby Dragon, and then Knight up high. And if I need to, I will Fireball on defense here. I don't think I need to, though, honestly. Just need to wait for the Phoenix to die and then log it back. Okay, nice. Just going to log it back. Ice Spirit, and then I'm back to another Knight. Okay, hopefully I got it. Okay, I did not have to Fireball the Baby Dragon back. I absolutely cannot afford to choke this. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I don't think I choked, because now he can only get back to 1 Lightning in 20 seconds. I can get back to another Fireball, so he definitely isn't going to be able to out-damage me. Like, Golem just doesn't cycle fast enough, so I was gonna go for an anti-lightning Tesla to make sure he can't lightning my tower. Tries to go for a cheeky Golden Knight dash, but thankfully it does not work out, because that would have been so annoying if he did. He can lightning all he wants, but that's gonna be a really nice win. I actually got the Fireball down as well. Really nice win against Golem, Golden Knight Lightning. Perfect game there. Let's get the final one in. Alright guys, we are 1 win away against Chakayanaz, 1 win away from 2500, my final goal, which would be really nice. I think I'm like 3 medals off 2500, so yeah, that is pretty funny. I've been really up and down, you know, this ladder push has been really long, but I think I'm finally getting there, and then I can finally work on my project and do other stuff. So yeah, it goes for an E-Giant. I have a consultation with the teaching assistant today in a few hours. I wanted to go in person yesterday, but I couldn't because I was so sick. So instead, I'm just going to... he's nice enough that he's taking time out of his Sunday just to help me out. Like, I'm really grateful for that. Like, so yeah, really, like, just virtual consultation. Okay, goes for a Golden Knight dash. I'm gonna go in because that dash really annoyed me, honestly. And I would like to get a lock, but he could lightning this, of course. Okay, does not lightning though. Really big mistake. Gonna Knight for the Barbarian. Okay, did not catch it, sadly, but that's gonna be a nice lock. And I don't know what he was thinking by not lightning. Like, if he went for a lightning, that just would have been it, because I would not have gotten any damage. That would have actually accentuated his lead in my lane, because, or in the right lane rather, because there's been lightning damage. I'm pretty sure lightning on an Xbow does more than Xbow does on the tower. Actually, I think it doesn't, but if you went like lightning bar barrel, then that would have been it. So, okay, I don't know what he was doing anyways. Just gonna Ice Spirit at the bridge. Let's see if he goes E-Giant again. That would be pretty funny, because he seems to enjoy going with these really aggressive early E-Giant plays. That'd be hilarious, actually. I would really be open to that. Okay, he does. Of course he does. Gonna go in for an Xbow. I have something to decide here. I'm not gonna defend. Okay. I didn't even need to. Wow, that's hilarious. So basically my conundrum there was I wasn't sure if I should go Knight to protect my Xbow or not, and I think the answer was no, and that was a good play because it's too early on. I need to defend this E-Giant push, but thankfully for me, his own ineptitude allowed me to just not worry about the cannon, because he literally just didn't play the cannon correctly. I'm gonna give him sarcastic well played, because I'm really sick of E-Giant at this point. Like, E-Giant Golden Knight has been broken like so much, and I'm really like honestly sick and tired of it like dominating the meta. Like, I really hope the next balance changes like kill this deck off at least a little bit. I'm gonna fireball the cannon just because why not again. Keep my options open in both lanes, exactly what I was saying in the last match, which is not very easy to do, but it's very important. Gonna Expo as well to pressure. No cannon in cycle, so don't need to worry about a cannon yet. He could go archers though. I think he has archers in this deck, I'm not sure. Gonna Knight for the Gold Knight though. Might get a small lock, maybe. Okay, goes for a Barbarian 2, gonna protect it. Then have to defend this E-Giant, gonna Hessline archers. Also notice how because, okay, wow, I should have saved Ice Spirit for the Phoenix, I think. Yikes, because that is going to be... You have to waste Knight on the Phoenix. Now I have to overcommit. That was a bad play, I think. Should have gone Ice Spirit for the Phoenix and then Knight for the E-Giant. That would have been better off. That was my bad. But anyway, should be okay. You know, still not a big deal. And the left lane I am winning in, but I can easily switch to the right lane. Like, I'm winning in both lanes right now, so... That was kind of my goal. Anyway, just going to Tessa down low. Goes E-Giant at the back. I don't know why he's doing this. Like, this is not really how you want to play the matchup. Doesn't have Golden Knight cycle or cannon now because he just wasted them, so I think he's kind of screwed actually. He can't defend this physically. He cannot stop this like from locking on. So he has to lightning. Wonderful play. That's going to put me in the lead in the right, and I'm back to another. So I'm going to give him the sarcastic well played just to piss him off because he's been BMing like the whole game, and it's really his own misplays and his own issues. Like he's the one who's doing this to himself. So yeah, I'm going to X-Bow on the right just to force an E-Giant out, not let him build up a push with that Phoenix. Okay, oh wait, I just misplaced it. Okay, yikes. So that is really bad, but it's not the end of the world because, okay, really funny how I was just talking about his lack of skill, and then I literally just went X-Bow in the wrong lane. But anyways, in the wrong placement. It happens, just whatever. It's technically a defensive X-Bow. That's how I'm going to put it, so... Yeah, this defense X-Bow is going to be putting in work against the cannon and hopefully the E-Giant too. It actually is, as you guys can see. Like, it's actually not bad. I'm going to fireball because I have to. I don't think there's any other way I can defend this without a fireball. And then I'm going to go for another anti-lightning Tesla up high. And this game is pretty much wraps. Like, he can lightning up high, but he just can't really catch up in damage if I defend well. And I'm just going to use anti-lightning Teslas as much as I can. And I'm just going to defensive X-Bow, not even offensive X-Bow, just because he can't do anything about it. So... He just wasted his lightning. He literally can't do anything about this X-Bow except lightning it or push into it. So I'm going to go for a high Tesla 2. Goes E-Giant. I'm going to get back to another X-Bow actually just because I want to force a lightning out. And this is actually a metric F-ton of lightning value. Like if he goes for lightning on my Tesla and double X-Bows, I'm kind of screwed, but it should be okay. X-Bows on tower, wow, really bad E-Giant on his end, and that's going to be GG overall. Like, honestly, like, I don't know what my opponent was smoking the whole game, but, and okay, I'm usually not this toxic at all, but I guess I'm just really upset about ladder today, and especially about E-Giant, so that's going to be a really nice win against E-Giant for my final game. I'm going to say the good game at the end, just because be a good sport at the end of it, why not? Give us a thumbs up. Okay, happy ending, I guess. But yeah, that was a really nice win against E-Giant. He made so many misplays, to be honest, but I'm really grateful for them because I was able to win, of course. That's going to put me 25-26 medals, top 1.3k in the world. 1379 ranked, so really nice stuff. Again, there's like pretty much over a day left in the season, so you know, there's so much more time. I could really go top 1K if I wanted to, but I just don't have time. Like, I have to work on my project. I'm really busy. As you guys can see, though, it has been kind of a disaster. Like, I've been winning and losing quite a bit, but still, you know, did finally get there. 2500 persisted with 3.0 Xbow cycle. Pretty happy about it. Not the best meta. Let's see where top 1K is. I don't think it's going to be worth it at all. Like, honestly, yeah, it's probably going to be like 2800 at the end. Not worth it for me. So I'm going to just, this is my final ladder push, guys. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.